It's going? Fucking A, there we go. It's going? Fucking A, there we go. Oop, that's a botch.
Change the scheme, alter the mood, electrify the boys and girls.
Yeah, you can't front on that.
Welcome to this live episode of the Nerdington Post. I am Walter. We are cranking it out this week, going straight to YouTube because I don't want to spend time editing this. So, Elden Ring comes out tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Time, so, nobody has time for this show. Elden Ring, baby. But over the weekend, at the finale of the Capcom Pro Tour, which is Capcom's, fighting game tournament or esports scene, they announced Street Fighter 6, looking handsome with Ryu and those toes. And yeah, it looks to be running on the RE engine, which was used to power Monster Hunter Rise, obviously the Resident Evil games, the Devil May Cry 5, and yeah, they're going with a blend of the classic Street Fighter character design, proportions, but with more touches of photorealism here. If you look at Luke's ridiculous vascularity in his arms, man, that is insane. I mean, the subsurface scattering on the skin, like those sweat beads, the toes look a little weird. Clearly, the toenails look off. They're clearly part of the foot model, and they don't look like a separate part of the foot. But that's okay. Foot fetishists, ahoy! They're going bananas. But yeah, a while ago, me and Tumeg were playing Street Fighter Season 5, which was the season after supposedly longtime Street Fighter producer Yoshinori Ono. He was supposedly forced off of the Street Fighter team, and then he left Capcom. But then after he left, they released Street Fighter Season 5, which was excellent. Every character feels good to play in Street Fighter Season 5. And they mentioned the last character featured here, Luke, in Season 5, would be a new character going into the future of Street Fighter. And Luke looks like an asshole Logan brother fuckboy with his character design. But goddamn, his gameplay is fun. Every button feels good to hit, and if the Season 5 characters are any indication to the future of Street Fighter, I am looking forward to Street Fighter 6, man. And also, they made sexy Ryu the default Ryu, man. Shirtless, bearded Ryu is the default design. Come on, what's not to like about that, baby? As reported by IGN, even though no other outlet is saying it, and there seems to be nothing backing up what IGN is saying. For some reason, then when they were covering Street Fighter 6, they said They said Ono was back on for Street Fighter 6, and I'm hoping not, because supposedly Ono's decisions were behind what led to the launch of Street Fighter 5 faltering, and also the some of the botched aspects of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So yeah, with the live streams they had of the new producers for Street Fighter 5 Season 5 and the direction they took with the characters and all that, I'm hoping Ono's not involved. So just keep Street Fighter 5 Season 5 crew intact for Street Fighter 6, and it'll be an awesome project. Because supposedly supposedly Season 5 wasn't supposed to happen to begin with, and they were supposed to just start work on Street Fighter 6 immediately, but development was being fucked up majorly for the start of the Street Fighter 6 project, and then Ono got kicked off, and blah 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 blah, and Season 5 was just to buy time while they got Street Fighter 6 up and running. But yeah, super excited for Street Fighter 6. That logo is shit. It's a shit logo. People have gone online and like have shown that it's basically a Adobe stock image that's $80 that's slightly modified, but I'm hoping that's a placeholder logo and we get something cool looking like the previous Street Fighter logos. Street Fighter 5 had a sick logo, so yeah. I'm excited. I am excited for the future of Street Fighter. But other news that got weebs wet. We got some... Oh, what the fuck was that? Shin Megami Tensei news. We got Soul Hackers 2 announced for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, this is huge. This is, I think, the first Shin Megami Tensei game that's getting multi-platform release. And it looks good, man. It has more drip and more anime style than Shin Megami Tensei 5, which came out on the Switch, and that kind of looks like ass because it's a Switch exclusive, and this is not going to be on the Switch. But I'm excited. I was thinking of possibly getting Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the Switch to fill that Shin Megami Tensei hunger I've been craving, but it looks like I'll be skipping out on that and getting this instead because, you know, it's gonna have that basic Shin Megami Tensei combat, but I'm liking the character designs. The cell shading looks sharp. It looks good, and this is has a lot of the leads by... This has a lot of the leads from the Tokyo Mirage Session team, so, you know, I'm skipping the idle drip and getting into the weird digital metaverse hacker drip of Soul Hackers. So I'm excited for this, man. It just looks so stylish. Especially compared to Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's a mainline Shin Megami Tensei, so it has like a specific post-apocalyptic vibes to it, and doesn't have the visual flair that Persona has, and Soul Hackers 2 is definitely bringing. But yeah, global release August 26th, man. I'm super excited for this game. And next up on the Weebiness, gotta stop clicking the wrong space. It'd be a lot easier if I had a switchboard, a TriCaster in front of me with physical buttons, but I don't. This is a cheap-ass operation using OBS. This gets my weeb heart tingling so hard. Nier Automata anime has been announced. Nier Automata is one of the great examples of a video game fully owning that it's a video game in order to tell its story through mechanics and all that stuff. It's one of my favorite JRPGs ever. And I'm all in, man. I read the novelization of Nier Automata and like the side stories and short stories and all that, and it's possible you can adapt this story through the medium of... You can adapt this story through a different medium, like a novelization, so I'm sure they'll get all the basics of the story in the anime, but it is definitely a better experience played. So, go pick it up in a Steam sale and play Nier Automata. And speaking of Nier, I started playing that shitty phone game again, Nier Reincarnation, and finished the main story. But yeah, it's the 1 year anniversary in Japan for that game, so they're giving about a bunch of free stuff, and yeah, I'm excited that getting back into it, and just being reminded that, oh yeah, this has some of Yoko Taro's best short stories out there. It just happens to be locked behind the shitty grinds of a free to play game. But yeah, I'm playing that, taking advantage of the anniversary aspects of it with like it actually lets you play it more rather than draining your stamina where you have to fucking buy shitty shits in order to keep playing. But I'm stocking up my credits in that game for when in May they're gonna have a Final Fantasy 14 crossover event. So I'll use all my gems for the Final Fantasy 14 crossover, so I could get my waifu Ishtola in the Nier Reincarnation game, and then once I have all my Square waifus in one game, I got A2 and 2B in my party, and once I get Ishtola in Nier Reincarnation, I could just uninstall the game and not think about it ever again, because I have all my waifus together in one game on my phone. But yeah, Nier Automata. The Nier news keeps on trucking with. Even though I finished the main story of Nier Reincarnation, there's going to be more story content out there, so as long as the grinding is kept to a minimum, and I could just jump into those little short stories, that flash fiction, I'm in. I'm going to keep that on my phone until, again, the Final Fantasy 14 collaboration. Hey, what's up, Happy Cake? Got Happy Cake 1000 in the chat. Heyo! But yeah, like I mentioned, it is the launch week of Elden Ring, baby. Happy Cake 1000, who is in our fantasy critic league right now, he got first draft, picked up Elden Ring, and he is scoring buco dolores, lots of points with Elden Ring. Reviews came out today. They are universally glowing, and yeah, the main reason I'm just cranking this out on YouTube today is, again, come 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be playing Elden Ring. I don't have time for the Nerdington Post, baby. I'm going to be playing this all weekend. I had plans to hang out with friends in Madison, Wisconsin, eat some gabagool, hey, with my Stugatzes. But thank God those plans couldn't happen, and they got pushed to next weekend. So this weekend, it's 3 straight, well, this weekend, starting Thursday, it's going to be like 3.5 straight days of playing Elden Ring, baby. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. I've got preloaded on Steam. Got it ready to go, baby. I also ordered the collector's edition, so maybe when that statue gets over here, we're going to do an unboxing. But yeah, everything about this looks great. Look at that. You got your big-ass boss, your throwing lightning, classic Souls stuff. Got your creepy-ass snake. Oh, I will stream some of that on, I will stream some of that, Happy Cakes. You got this creepy snake boss with human arms and legs popping out of his sides, making him look like a centipede. Dragons, which is a Souls classic. Look at that globe. That's pretty cool. That's the moon. Are we going to the moon in this game? Because that'd be awesome. Look at this guy all crucified and stuff. Look at this. Giant lobster poking your eyes out. What's not to like? This face throne. Oh my god. They have some of the best art direction ever from Software. And this creepy ass bug human boss. Oh, my acorn is so wet for this, man. My acorn is so wet for Elden Ring. Game of the decade right here. But yeah, that's it for the Nerdington Post. See you next week if all of us aren't in the middle of the Forbidden Lands playing Elden Ring. Goodbye, everybody.